Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with Warhammer. 40k Daemonhunters, or something like that.
A nice title for turn-based game lovers. Here you will lead humanity's greatest weapon, the Grey Knights, against the corrupting forces of chaos in this brutal and fast-paced RPG. Yeah, somehow turn-based can be fast-paced as well.
Deal with it.
So here you will root out and put a stop to an insidious plot to infect the galaxy with the Bloom, an intergalactic cosmic plague capable of rotting worlds into oblivion. Armored with fate, shielded by devotion, your company's very existence is rooted in mystery and forced with mind wipes and executions. You will experience life in the 41st millennium and follow the journey of these elite warriors in a narrative-driven gameplay. Evil West. This is some sweet hack-and-slash action. Here you will play as a cowboy vampire hunter and, hunt some evil along your way to salvation. Well, probably not. No salvation for you. I just said that because it sounds cool. Here you can battle alone or with a friend as you go through the land engulfed by myths and legends retold within the Wild West universe. You can evolve perks, upgrade your tools and weapons to make even more carnage, and fight through the story-driven campaign to make America free of vampires again. People on Steam are saying that the game is dumb and fun. It has a cheesy plot and cowboys punching vampires with electricity and flamethrowers. That is not what you see every day. What is the actual genre of that? Detroit: Become Human. Here, decisions will dramatically alter how the game's intense, branching narrative plays out. Your choices really matter, not like in real life. Basically, the whole game is built around your choices. You can't do anything here except to choose what to do in certain situations. Well, also you move around a little and search for clues, but that's kinda it. And every decision you make, no matter how small, affects the outcome of the story. And in this game, no playthrough will be exactly the same. You can replay again and again to discover a totally different conclusion, sometimes absolutely unexpected one. Well, let's be honest, you probably won't do that many times, but it's nice to know that the ending you got is really unique. Also, you can try the free demo version on Steam. Hollow Knight. You'll explore twisting caverns, ancient cities and deadly wastes, encounter battle-tainted creatures, befriend bizarre bugs and solve ancient mysteries at the kingdom's heart. Game is hard and is often compared to Dark Souls. Keep that in mind before you fall in love with those lovely graphics. They are quite deadly. Although if you don't like bugs, you will get your chance to kill a few hundred of them, or be killed by them. Yeah, that is more likely. There are a lot of bug-like different creatures infesting these lands, and only you can exterminate them with your gaming skills. There are also plenty of good bugs as well, so I don't know what this game tries to teach us. I guess be friends with friends and be enemies with enemies.
Wisdom, yeah.
SpellForce 3: Soul Harvest. This game, just like Fallen God, is a standalone episode of SpellForce 3, meaning that you don't have to own the base game or even know the story very well. Here you are plunged in a war on many fronts. While some evil threatens to tear apart the Dwarven realm, an enigmatic cult of Dark Elves harvests the souls of people for reasons unknown. That is not cool, you have to stop it. Souls are like currency you can use to pay the devil for nice things, so all this soul harvesting stuff is like a bank robbery in my eyes. The game itself is a hybrid between RPG and RTS, meaning that you will have your heroes with various options and combinations on a skill tree and can amass your army like in any strategy game as well. The difference from 3rd Warcraft, for example, is that your heroes here are more like actual RPG heroes than just better units with more powerful skills. The story will take about 20 hours of your time, but if you want you can create your own maps as well. Voidtrain. People are saying that this surreal survival craft game is kind of similar to The Raft. That is never a bad thing, but keep in mind that you won't get a lot of action. Well, not as many as it may seem from the trailer or even from the screenshots posted on Steam. I watched Markiplier playing the game and it was a nice experience. The whole idea of collecting resources around you while moving on a train is nice, but one thing kinda bothered me. You always feel like you are in the dream. Everything is floating and, anything can happen. And when something extraordinary actually happens, you are like,
well, okay, I guess that's cool.
But you are never actually amazed. I guess that's the price of making everything so elusive. Although I love the idea of the game, I would love to travel around in some post-apocalyptic landscape instead. I think there is some similar game with zombies somewhere, but it's in 2D and it's not the same for me. Anyway, Voidtrain demo is also here, and it's free for you to try. Halo: The Master Chief Collection. This iconic release includes 6 games built for PC and collected in a single integrated experience. Whether you are a longtime fan or meeting Spartans for the first time, the Master Chief Collection is the place for you to start or to continue your Halo gaming experience. People on Steam are affirming that this is the best way to play Halo nowadays. If you want the best quality Halo experience, play this version over Halo Infinite. The latter is free, but as for now it has a bit too many problems. Although updates are constant and it may become a serious game after all in the future. Like, you can still become an outstanding penis doctor if you try your best. Well, probably not, but don't lose your hope. So the Master Chief Collection will give you the best experience possible. The games are action-infused, but the franchise also has a large storyline and are among the best story-heavy FPS games ever released. Riven. You will travel to Riven, a beautiful and mysterious world on the verge of collapse. You will have to explore this mysterious place, solve the puzzles, reveal mysteries, and make a daring rescue and escape. The game will take you on a journey through dense jungles, impressive caverns, and monolithic structures. You will explore a world bent to the will of a man who sees himself as a god, and where every corner will immerse you in an otherworldly adventure. The game is based on the original, released in 1997, and will expand the epic narrative of the Myst universe. If you ever try the aforementioned Myst games, you know that this title may not be targeted for casual players. It will take all your experience and IQ to crack these puzzles. I'm not kidding, if you are new to the puzzle world, you will spend your day watching every solution on YouTube. But don't worry, now you can try your brainpower for free by playing the demo. Maybe you are some kind of genius, who knows. Inscryption. This is a card-based odyssey that blends the deck-building roguelike, escape room-style puzzles, and psychological horror into a well-mixed Bloody Mary. You'll acquire a deck of woodland creature cards by draft, surgery, and self-mutilation, unlock the secrets lurking behind the walls of a mysterious cabin, and embark on an unexpected and deeply disturbing adventure. So don't play this game with your little kids or something. Anyway, overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam are well-deserved. This game is a real gem. Also, if you are in doubt, you can play the free demo version. Mafia Definitive Edition. Remastered and re-released in 2020, the game is a proud owner of a very positive reviews on Steam. He'll take on the role of a mafioso in 1930s city of Lost Haven. It's a fictional place, but it's inspired by the city of Chicago. The town got hit hard by the Great Depression, and the advent of Prohibition in America means lucrative business opportunities for various mobsters. And let's be fair, for some shady old ladies as well who were brewing their moonshines deep in the cellars. By the way, did you know that you have to pour out the first cups of moonshine you make because it's poison? If you drink it, you will die or at least go blind. I've heard that from some master brewer a long time ago, but I can't remember the details. Anyway, as I've said many times before, prohibition in my eyes is a crime against humanity, so those gangsters are just folks struggling to survive in this authoritarian environment. Resident Evil Village. The story is set a few years after the events in Resident Evil 7. The all-new storyline begins when a man and his wife start living peacefully in a new location, free from their past nightmares and horrors. And just as they are building their new life together, then, you know, stuff happens. Otherwise, it would be a love story, not a fantasy story with horror elements. Village is one of the coolest games ever, with an atmosphere creepier than your neighbor-in-law.
Wait, what? That exists?
I don't know, I hope not. Also, this game is not a pure horror game as you can imagine. It's really not that scary, it's just creepy. And overwhelmingly positive reviews are here for a reason. This game is fantastic. Also, you can play the free demo version on Steam. Escape Simulator. This is a first-person puzzler you can play solo or in an online co-op. You'll explore a growing set of highly interactive escape rooms, move furniture, pick up and examine everything, smash pots and break locks. The game also supports community-made rooms using the level editor. As I mentioned before, you can play it alone without any problems, but all the rooms are playable in an online co-op as well. Community rooms have been tested with up to 10 people, but I can realize the chaos it can bring. So 1 or 2 friends is actually more than enough, and probably more than you actually have. I'm kidding, of course.
Or am I?
The game, as people on Steam are saying, is not just an escape room simulator. It's a great escape from reality as well, especially after a long, hard day at work. Unpacking. This is a beautiful Zen puzzle game about the familiar experience of pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home. It's part block fitting puzzle, part home decoration, where you are invited to create a satisfying living space while learning clues about the life you are unpacking. Over the course of 8 house moves, you are given a chance to experience a sense of intimacy with a character you never see and a story you are never told. It is simple, but also a thing you probably will never experience in real life, because when you move somewhere you usually know what items you have and where to put them. Game is super relaxing. And honestly, while writing this short overview, I started to watch some gameplays of other people and it was hard to stop. The game is mesmerizing. Also, it has above 90% of positive review score on Steam, so you can't go wrong with this one. Nioh 2, the Complete Edition. Here you can create your own original protagonist and embark on an adventure that will take you through devastated lands across Japan during the Sengoku period. Much like the previous title, which gained a lot of praise from fans and critics alike, Nioh 2 contains an original story and a lot of action. This edition includes all the content from Nioh 2 along with all 3 DLC expansions: The Tengu's Disciple, Darkness in the Capital, and The First Samurai. You can also play the game at 120 frames per second if your monitor is a beast. Also, it supports 4K, ultra-wide screens, and so on. People on Steam are talking that this game is a masterpiece, well-balanced title with great replayability value, but definitely not for those who suck at Souls-like games. But if you suck at Souls-like games, I have wonderful advice for you. Stop sucking, get good. See how easy it is? Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Gold Edition. The game takes place in the first part of the 18th century, when pirates ruled the Caribbean and established their own lawless republic. Corruption, greediness, and cruelty are commonplace in every kindergarten, and in this lawless republic as well. So here you'll become a charismatic yet brutal pirate captain trained by assassins. You can effortlessly switch between your blades and all new weaponry, including 4 flintlock pistols and dual cutlass swords. You will loot underwater shipwrecks, assassinate Templars in blossoming cities, hunt for rare animals in untamed jungles, search for treasure in lost ruins, and do many more other things. A lot of people on Steam are saying that Black Flag is definitely among the best Assassin's Creed games, with a vast open world and intriguing life of a pirate. Maid of Sker. Set in 1898 and based on the haunting story of Elizabeth Williams, it is a tale about a young woman imprisoned by her father to stop her from marrying the man she loves. So, you have to save her. Gameplay is focused on story exploration and no weapon survival tactics. Oh, those are the most scary ones. A 3D sound-based AI system is the core survival gameplay mechanic. Hide, run, creep, trap and distract are some of the techniques you'll need to master to survive enemies with super hearing. As you progress, enemies become more difficult to avoid, to the point where standing still and holding your breath is the only option. Not for the faint-hearted, that's a fact. Beyond Two Souls. Here you will take on the role of Jodie, a woman born with a connection to a mysterious entity with incredible powers. And I'm talking about real powers, not like those possessed by your uncle. You know, his incredible power to drink a few liters of vodka and still drive home. No, the thing is real here, and your actions will determine Jodie's fate as she faces extraordinary challenges and danger on a journey to discover the truth of who she really is. If you like games similar to Life is Strange or Detroit Become Human, this is another great title for you, but with a little bit more action. And if you are in doubt, you can download a free demo version on Steam and see what this game is really all about. Eastward. This game is cute, like literally the cutest thing. If you have a fluffy dog or fluffy rabbit at home, compared to Eastward, your pet looks like a bald mole rat. I'm sorry. Of course, no offense to those who actually grow bald mole rats at home. You have a different worldview, my friend. I like you. So here you'll find a charming post-apocalyptic world. The story starts when in a deep underground secret facility, a miner discovers a mysterious little girl named Sam. Together you will journey through decaying cities, encounter strange creatures, and even stranger people. Basically, the game is a relaxing adventure for those who don't like to think a lot, because puzzles here are suitable for people with room temperature IQ, and dialogues can be copy-pasted to any children's book. Despite that, this game has something original in it, and it may be a great find to play with your family. The Expanse, a Telltale series. If you like science fiction but never watched the Expanse TV show, well, you should. These are one of the best sci-fi series ever made. Although at first you may be overwhelmed by the count of the characters and political intrigues, don't give up. The show really delivers if you stick to it. And this is Telltale's take on this wonderful world and story. Here you'll explore the dangerous and uncharted edges of the belt. From scavenging wrecked ships in zero-G environment to surviving a mutiny or fighting fearsome pirates, you will have to make difficult choices and then suffer the consequences. You will scour shipwrecks, use magnetic boots to walk on walls and ceilings, and utilize zero-G thrusters to flow through the void. As you explore mysterious ships and the open expanse of space, you will interact with objects in the world and speak with members of your crew. The game consists of 5 episodes, so plenty of mind food for you. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. In this third-person action-adventure game you will play as Star-Lord, and thanks to your bold yet questionable leadership you have persuaded an oddball crew of unlikely heroes to join you. Some jerk, surely not you, has set off a chain of catastrophic events, and only you can hold the unpredictable Guardians together long enough to fight off total interplanetary meltdown. For this you will have to use element blasters, tag-team beatdowns, jet boot-powered dropkicks, even put pineapple into potato salad. Nothing is off limits. Well, I'm kidding. The last thing surely is. That is a jail time guaranteed, and if you think it's all going to plan, you will be in for a world of surprises, with the consequences of your actions guaranteed to keep the Guardians on their toes. The game is one of the most beloved Marvel Universe games, with positive reviews hovering way above 90%.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.